mission board. Let's see. Internal report delivery. That's also to the Federation. It sounds like friendship drive charging.
2, 1, engage. Incoming mission critical message.
Alright. We should be there pretty soon. 700 light seconds. Under a minute it should take us. Either under a minute or a little bit over a minute. Coming up on it. Should be there pretty soon. There we go.
Mission critical message.
Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It's literally free. Please do. Make sure you hit the bell. We're just doing some Federation grinding. Not much. Just back and forth between Ceos and Sothis. Oh, we got a quest docky.
Approved for access. Please land on pad 16. You are go for all docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Oh, you got a lead. Nice. How much did you get it for? Is it on sale? Is it on sale or something right now? Because when I got it, like I said, I got it a few months ago, but I got it for like 16 bucks. Nice. Just do some missions, save up some money, get you a good FSD and stuff, and get your ass out here to Ceos. Make sure you get yourself a fuel scoop though. You need to get yourself a good fuel scoop too, because you're gonna need to scoop some planets for
Solid contact. Power down your engines. Welcome to the station.
You're gonna need to scoop some planets to make your way out here. Eventually, you're gonna hit a point where there's no state. You're coming across stars that have no stations. And just a little tip here: make sure you map all stop to your L3 control. But remember, whenever you hit all stop, you gotta hit it twice to return it back to standard control. Because that also changes your flight controls. Alternate is used for landing. Let's see, some other tips. Yes, it's called all stop. It sets your thrust to 0. And it follows the 7-second rule, alright? As soon as you get 7 seconds away, like, not light seconds, but 7 seconds away from your destination, you hit all stop, and then power your thrusters 75%. No more, no less. 75%, and you'll glide right up to your location each and every time, no problems. That's if you're using... I mean, you are new. You'll probably be using Super Cruise Assist quite a bit till you get used to flying around on your own. But, yeah, all stop helps a lot when you're flying your ship yourself. As you can tell, I'm doing some Federation grinding. I traveled out to Ceos. And the reason I did that is because traveling... Alright, so once you go out to Ceos, most of the missions you get from Ceos would be straight to Sothis, and the missions you get from Sothis will be straight to Ceos. And I'm taking only Federation missions. Only missions that are given to me by the Federation, or I turn in to the Federation. And that's because I'm trying to up my Federation rank so I can get my my permit to Sol. That way I can visit Earth. Also to get a better ship, obviously. That too. I want a Federation ship. And the Federation ships are better than the Empire. Formation Unite. This is my ship, by the way. Hang on. There we go. I have an Empire Courier.
For your convenience and safety, pacification placements are active and tracking at this station.
Yes, it's a very sleek ship.
This station does not allow such a
Damage gateway.
Clear of the landing pad. Regulate speed until outside the exclusion zone.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, I got little iron sights on the front of my ship to line up my destinations. I'm pretty sure it's also to help me shoot my weapons.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
How expensive are ships? Well, I mean, it all depends, really. The bigger the ship, the more expensive it's gonna be, obviously. The Courier I bought, like I said, first I went to Iatensis, and that's like Empire territory, and so I did missions for the Empire and stuff, and I ranked up, and this ship cost me around $2.5 million, or sorry, 2.5 million credits, and yeah, it cost me about 200,000 to repair it every time I blow up or something, but it's pretty good. I have it upgraded. I have an FSD drive that helps me jump 20 plus light years unladen, so I am able to jump a total of 24 light years unladen every jump. There's upgrades for the FSD that allow you to jump further. I want to say the max total for a ship that I've seen built is around 80 something light years. But that's with like no hard points or anything. It's got a specific build, like, you know. I want to say the max is around 50 or 60 light years you can jump with certain ships. It really all depends for price point. Like I said, it depends on what stuff, like what kind of internals and stuff you have on it and all kind of stuff, you know. Is what the price point's gonna be for you to rebuy it if you like die or something with your ship. But for like the base price for buying a ship, it all really depends. Like, you can actually look up the prices. I think sometimes it does depend on what station you're buying it from. I want to say they can be a little pricier depending on what station you're buying it from. But really, it just depends on the size of the ship. And what kind of ship it is, and like how big it is. See, like capital class ships and stuff like federal ships and stuff is gonna be more expensive. See, like I have enough, I think, but I'm gonna save up a little bit more. I'm about to get a federal class. What is it? Some kind of federal ship. But I don't know if I'm gonna spend all 14 mil. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save up more. I'm just gonna keep doing missions and upping my rank. Cause if I can save up enough, I wanna get. I'm gonna show you the ship I wanna get. It's hard to remember ship names, cause there's so many. As you can see, I just did all stop, but I fucked up. I wasn't paying attention. I was rambling on and talking. That's why I have to do the loop of shame twice. That's what this is referred to when you have to circle back around to your target, to your destination. It's referred to as the loop of shame. Three times now I've had to do it. Here we go. There we go. I can land on my own, I just prefer to use my docking computer unless it's completely fried. Then I will land on my own. It makes things a lot easier.
Landing sequence completed. Power down systems.
Starport services. And notice I'm choosing the reputation over the... Sorry. Over the money. But starting out, I recommend choosing the money over the reputation and stuff. And be aware, once you leave Pilots Federation territory and land in a station that's not Pilots Federation territory, you can no longer go back to Pilots Federation territory. I know I've said that a lot, but... I know I said Pilots Federation territory a lot, but once you leave the area that the Pilots Federation controls, you can't go back.
Incoming mission critical message.
Notice I scroll all the way to the bottom, because if it's for the Federation, if it's coming from or it's going to the Federation, I'm taking the mission. And since I use a courier, I mainly take courier and intel missions because I don't have much cargo space. I do have some cargo space, but only enough to like take a few things. Not much. Notice I took the thing for 2 units of active armor. this fucking thing. Come on, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
Orbital flight engaged.
Gutemeier X-Ray Delta Echo. We eagerly await your arrival, Commander. You are very welcome at this terrestrial port. Request approved. Prep for arrival on landing pad 03. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark. Hope we can be of service, Commander.
Okay. Give me 30 seconds.
Greetings to all commanders. For any inquiries, refer to the information panels and check the wide range of services offered in this port.
Oh, Nick, thanks for subscribing, man. Just for that, I'm gonna give you a sub.
There we go, sub for sub, bro.
You have a fucking playlist named Cunt? That's great. Oh, I remember when we played Vigor. Then I think back on it, that game kind of sucks. Its controls were terrible. We've got $14.5 million. Or 14.5 million credits. There we go.
Incoming message.
Oh, I just got a trophy. Complete 250 missions. I just got a trophy for completing 250 missions. Right.
Landing couple is disengaged. Make way for oncoming traffic.
%, almost there.
Landing gear retracted. Scan effective. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Made it to Valinsky.
Docking request denied.
Again, I'm gonna just repeat myself from like 30 minutes ago. If you're new to the channel, by the way, welcome. Please do subscribe. It's literally free. Unlike Twitch or any other platforms where you have to pay to subscribe, it's free. Please do subscribe. Also hit the bell. I usually stream about every day. It really just depends on what I'm in the mood for, what I stream. I also have a Discord server, which my mod is not currently on, but he will post when he will post the links to the server when he is on. Okay, let's go in for landing. I did request docking, right?
Docking request.
Okay, yeah. Cool. There we go. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining.
Landing gear deployed.
Hit the subscribe button, it's free. It costs nothing at all.
Docking successful. Engines.
Make sure you hit that bell too. I usually stream every day. I stream a lot of different stuff if you want to check out the channel. Really, right now, this is like a chill / grind stream. I'm on the grind, on the Federation grind, but I'm also really just chilling. You know? Only want missions coming to or from the Federation. Let's go through these again. No. pretty sure we could land on that planet. Jesus, look at all the fucking... Holy fuck. Apparently a lot of people like to store their fleet carriers in Ceos. There we go.
Jeremiah, X-Ray Delta Echo, Federal Flight Control welcomes you. Please submit a docking request before entering the station.
Docking request.
Request approved. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 4-3. Automated docking assist is now in progress.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Thrusters offline. Deploying ground services.
Alright.
critical message.
Don't know where to get aquaponics.
Ship released. Follow the greens on your way out.
Landing gear retracted.
You are clear of the station. Federal Flight Control signing off.
Sorry, 1 second.
Frameshift highest charge. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I'm just doing some laid back Federation grind. This system has about 4 stars, so we gotta travel to like each of them, I believe. Please do remember, hit that sub, it's free. The subscription to subscribe is free. It doesn't cost anything. Please hit that sub. Fuck, we had to do a loop of shame. Coming up on New Home Station. Thank you for joining. Who am I speaking to this fine evening? Please, do feel free to interact with me in the chat. It does get quite boring just sitting here flying between stations and stars. It would occupy me greatly. Remember, feel free to subscribe. It is completely free. Also hit the bell. I stream other things beside Elite. This is just to kind of fill up the time. In about an hour or so, I'm gonna do a No Man's Sky stream. I've been streaming the story of No Man's Sky. It is quite strange. I am new to it. I don't know how many of my viewers have played the... Well, I know my buddy Nick. Nick's played the story. He's told me keep playing the story. It gets crazier. But it's quite trippy. But please subscribe. It's completely free. Hit the bell. That way you get notified whenever I go live. And thank you for joining.
To land on pad 04. Clear for automated approach vectoring.
I love the music in this game. The music in this game is great. Da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da.
Landing successful. Deploying ground.
See, that's the only thing I don't like. It stops playing once you dock. I need to find out if the music they play in this game is copyrighted or not, if I can play it in the background. That way we can fly the entire time while listening to classical music. I'm pretty sure classical music isn't copyrighted, because like that shit's way too old to have been copyrighted. It's not to the Federation. That's to the Federation. It's not to the Federation. Not to the Federation. Not to the Federation. Starport services. Let's try to get some missions. Sometimes if you back out and then log back into the Starport services, they have more. If it's not to the Federation or from the Federation, I don't want it.
This station operates under a document solution policy. Information from authorization.
Landing coupler disengaged. Clear for departure.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive
Alright,
charging.
time to get us started with this mining.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, cool, man. I was streaming Ghost of Tsushima for Ghosts of Tsushima. Fuck, god damn it, my dyslexia won't let me say it right now. I don't know why. I was streaming Ghost of Tsushima earlier, but I wasn't getting any views, so I quit streaming. I'm gonna delete that part, and I'm gonna at least the progress is still there, though. You know. I didn't do much. I just did a side mission. I did one of the tails. I might actually just leave it up. Yeah. It was only about, I want to say it was only about 30, 40 minutes. I should have just kept streaming the rest of the time, but I couldn't. I had to quit streaming.
Docking request granted.
Dude, I hate that you can't have the music play the entire time. It's only when you're docking. I want to hear the music. I want to be able to play this music the entire. Find out if classical music is copyrighted for me, real quick. I'm pretty sure that shit's so old it's not copyrighted though.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Find out if that shit's copyrighted. Can I play that in the background of my streams for Elite? I'm talking like the old shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that we were taught that like fucking was created before copyright. I don't know, man. I don't see how it could be copyrighted when it was made before copyright. Dude, the people who made it was fucking dead. A lot of classical music is no longer in copyright and is now in the public domain. You can find sheet music and sometimes recordings of. In most cases for these older pieces, the music is not copyrighted, but the performance can be copyrighted if it was created. Okay. So I could find an uncopyrighted version and play in the background, correct? Technically, is what you're saying. No, no, don't come in here with all that shit. I'm streaming right now. Okay, sorry about that. I will be right back. 1 second. Well, more like a minute. Alright. Okay. I'm back. So what's the answer? So technically yes I can or no? I need a straight up yes and no. You know I don't like technical shit. We could probably catch on. Maybe that would be my thing. I play classical music in my streams. Right. Makes sense.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
I keep holding R to try to take off. Yeah, I know. I don't want to get hit with a strike or anything. That's why I don't play any music at all in the background. Because, like, I've gotten hit with one just because of GTA Vice City. Like, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, that music's so old. Y'all still trying to get money out of motherfuckers for playing it, really? Holy fuck.
Landing gear retracted.
If you're new to the channel, by the way, welcome. I'm probably not going to be talking as much right now. I'm eating currently. But, I just figured I'd get it out of the way. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to subscribe. It's completely free. You know? It doesn't cost anything. We have a, thank you. My moderator, Spider-Fan here, he's a friend of mine in real life. He's my moderator. He just posted the Discord in the chat. Feel free to join the Discord. If you're a sub, we mark you as a sub. That way, we know who you are. And if you're a non-sub and you join the Discord, well, then you just stay a non-sub. That's what they. I mean, even if you're a non-sub, there's no reason for you to. Not that we're against it, but there would be really no reason for you to be in there if you're a non-sub. But please do join the Discord. We need more people in the Discord. We're trying to fill up the Discord. We've only got about 4 or 5 people in it.
Cannot comply. Landing gear deployed. Cannot comply.
Oh, my landing gear. That's what it is.
Drive charging mode. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I want to say we do. Sorry. I want to say we do have a rule for them, don't we? It's non-sub. Again, to subscribe is completely free. Feel free to subscribe. Okay, this burger doesn't really taste good anymore. I know, that sounds strange, right? But it kind of got cold pretty quick. How cool is that? You can call a player in game.
Hello?
Yeah. Yo, did you hear your phone ringing, bro? Yo, this shit's sick, isn't it, bro? Bro, that man said hello. Yo, that took me the fuck out, bro. That man picked it up like it's a fucking. I heard that man. Hello? And the man's so confused. Hey man. We're linked via comms, so yeah, it should. I am currently. I want to say you can view it on the galaxy map. I'm currently in Ceos. 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 Either Ceos or Sothis, one of the two. They're right next to each other. I don't know. At this point, I don't know, man. I've just been going between them for about 2 days now. I'll be right back. Okay. No, I mean, there's really no need to. I just called you in game. Bro, that was lit. I heard that bitch like ringing, and then you're in. It told me you're in the Matet system. Fuck, vantage point is so far away. You made you a female commander? Dude, a couple months ago when I was playing, there was like outfits we could buy and shit, but they're not there anymore. I don't know why. There was like jackets and stuff. Where we wouldn't be wearing the flight suit anymore. Maybe they'll re-add them. What? If you're in open play? No, there's like plenty of other commanders in open play. You can run into just about anybody. Usually people in the starter area, if you could, I think you will run into some people. But I don't know, the people that I've run into in the starter area didn't talk back to me when I would be like, 07 Commander over the fucking shit to that, because that's how you kind of just look like a lame-o and shit if you're like, yo, what's up, guy? What's up, my fellow space travelers? 07 Commander is the terminology we use and stuff. It's like that's the salute, It looks like a salute when you type out 07. I don't know, most people you're going to run into in the starter area, I don't think will try to gank you. They're going to be trying to make their own living as well. Because, you start off with next to nothing, and so you just save up, dude. Save up, get you, in my opinion, depending on what you want to go for, whether you want to go into fighting or cargo, if you're trying to go into cargo, get an adder first and save up for a Type 6. If you're trying to go into fighting, stick with your starter ship, put some hard points and stuff on it, and then save up for either a Cobra Mark III, Cobra Mark III, or a, what's the other one? I don't know, right now, but the Cobra Mark III is the first fighter ship everyone usually gets. That's a good ship, it's got a good jump range once you upgrade it. Like, the starter jump range ain't so good. Everybody usually puts an FSD upgrade when they first buy a ship anyway. So it's got a good jump range once you upgrade the FSD drive. No, yeah, you can turn the motion look off because it uses like the gyroscope sensor in your controller to turn as well. You can turn that off. Go into press start. Options, controls, and head look mode. You should see it. Alright. Now go down in head look mode and yeah, motion head look. There you go. Turn that off, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Still going to Vantage Point. That's literally what this place is called. 7,000 light seconds. We're 300,000 light seconds away. It's a fucking trinary star system. There's one star there. One star there and one star there, I believe. But yeah, the whole thing, the whole point of the game is you carve your. There's no story. I'm sure you read it. There is no story really. There's like in-game lore and stuff, and there's also authors and books. I actually follow someone on YouTube. I watch their videos. Drew Wager is a. I don't know if he still writes for Frontier, but he is an elite author. He writes elite lore. Like, not just elite, he also writes other things, like personal projects and stuff, but as far as I know, he was an elite lore author. But like, you make your own story, you carve your own path, you do what you want to do. If you want to transport cargo and see, like, I do courier deliveries and intel delivery and stuff. Because I have a courier ship, you know, it makes sense. I can't carry much cargo and stuff, so I do courier deliveries and intel, and I get paid pretty well for it. You know, you take 20 missions, fucking at $30, $50, $60,000 a piece. That's pretty good money.
Yeah.
Like, let me see. I have 15 million. Actually, let's round up. I've got $16 million because after I do these deliveries, I'll have 16 mil. A little bit over 16 mil, I think. My rebuy cost of my ship is only $200,000. Actually, it's only 148,000. Round it up to 150,000 credits. So yeah, I bought the ship for 2.5 million credits, and it only cost me 148,000 credits to rebuy with all the upgrades I have on here. So yeah, it may seem expensive when you're buying all these upgrades and shit, but the rebuy cost afterwards really won't be that expensive if you can remake the money without dying the first fucking few missions. You know, it'll pay for itself within the first few missions after you buy a ship. Depending on what ship you buy. Like, my cargo ship, my Type 6, it paid, like, because it carries around, I want to say it carries maximum 64 tons of cargo. Because I did the math and shit. It paid itself off within the first few missions. Because you're able to carry so much. Because, like, you'll get paid $500,000 depending on what type of cargo you're carrying. I know, cause just carrying different things has different prices, but you know that's the thing I like about this game. You choose your own path, just like with No Man's Sky. You kind of go your own way. You decide what story you want to follow. You make your own story.
Flights are engaged. Hull integrity compromised.
How do you do what? What are you doing? The training? To hyperspace jump, you go into your galaxy map and you choose a star system to jump to. Now, it's got to be within your jump range, though. But if it's a star system that's close to you, so you can, if you look on that screen, you can set filters. I have my filters set to stars, settlements, stations, and systems. Those are the three filters I have marked. And so you should be able to see the system you're trying to jump to marked in blue. If that's your mission, like it marks it with like a blue and like a globe next to it. It's way easier than having to go through your galaxy map and all that to do that. Except for when you know, usually most people only use the galaxy map when they're plotting a route to a star system that's kind of far off. That'll take quite a few jumps. See, like, it took me from where I was at, my position in the Empire territory, it took me 32 jumps to reach Seos. I'm not quite sure how many jumps it would take you. I'm pretty sure you could find out if you go into your galaxy map. There's like I want to say it's the tabs section of the galaxy map. You can look up systems and stuff. If you type in Seos into the system search bar, you can like plot a route there, and it'll tell you how many light years you have to. You just back out. It'll tell me how many jumps you have to do, and also when you're plotting the route, it'll tell you how many light years you have to jump.
Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Oh, these fries are cold.
Landing gear deployed.
And lift off.
Docking confirmed. Dispatching ground crew. Greetings, Commander.
There we go, 16.1 mil. And it's back to Seos. Yeah, the missions I do, these two star systems rely on each other. All the star systems around it are computer-generated star systems that have no one in it. Every system outside the bubble, I mean, except for an exception of quite a few, there are star systems that are significant, like Colonia and stuff, and star systems around Colonia. Besides that, most stars outside of the bubble are computer-generated. Kind of like No Man's Sky, you know? Square. Yeah, triangling up on the D-pad switches to, it switches between discovery and weapons mode. Square puts away your hard points. Holding triangle and pressing down when you're in like space puts you in a super cruise. Aiming at like another star system that you're trying to travel to and pressing triangle puts you in the hyperdrive mode, and it charges up your FSD. Holding circle, like if you hold the buttons, it tells you everything they do. Yeah, it takes a while, but eventually you'll just kind of remember, oh, this button, holding this and pressing this does this. You know? It takes a bit, but you'll get it. It only took me like a week. Because most ships control the same, like, with, you know, and, besides for a few different things. Like, if you outfit, you know, there's a few different, you know, most ships are the same. But like some ships are good for certain things. Like I said, a Cobra's a good fighter ship. There's certain ships that are good fighter ships. There's certain ships that are good delivery ships. Like the Courier is good for doing intel and courier deliveries, and not so much cargo. Like I said, Type 6 and Type 7 are like your cargo ships and stuff like that. Really, your end-all goal for the game should be to really, these are my 3 or 4 goals, right? I want to visit Earth, which is my first goal, okay? Because it's easier, you know, it's closer, whatnot. This being my first time outside the bubble and everything. Second, you should want to visit, visit Colonia. You know, it's not too, but really, second should be to get a good explorer ship. That way you can go visit Colonia. Third, to visit Sag A, which is the supermassive black hole. And fourth is to get a fleet carrier, which costs hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars a week in upkeep. I can't remember. I want to say it's probably hundreds of millions of dollars in upkeep. But at that point, you should be making bank. At that point, to get a fleet carrier, you should already be making bank, though. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't have to worry about a thing at that point. And I want to say most people that are able to keep their fleet carriers in upkeep have the because you can pledge your allegiance to the 3 different factions. There's 3 different main factions. Okay, there's the Federation, the Empire, and the Alliance. And like there's multiple different leaders within each faction. The main leader of Federation is Zachary Hudson. The main leader of the Empire is Eileen Duval, who, might I say, is quite a snack. If I must say so myself, she just a snack, bro. She looking cute. And I don't know who the Alliance is headed by. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't pay attention. Eileen Duval was looking too fine, if you know what I'm saying. I'm telling you, go look what Eileen Duval looks like, bro. All you gotta do is go to some, look up like some Empire territory. It should show you a picture of her. Everybody else in this game ugly, bro, but Eileen Duval, damn, bro, she young and a snack. Like, not too young though. Not too young. Not. She looked like she in like her 30s. If she is older than that, fuck, she looking fine for being that old. I wouldn't put it past like the time this game takes place. I mean, fuck, takes place in 3307. I wouldn't doubt it if she's like 80 years old and looking fine as hell. It's the same thing with Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk, one of the main one of the main characters to do with the story is like 80 something years old, and she looked like she in her fucking 20s, dude. Only taking Federation jobs. To or from the Federation. I think that's it. Yeah, we can head back to Cios now. Alright.
Ship released. Clear to a shift.
Fuck, my stomach.
Shit, that's on stream, bruh. Holy fuck. I'm gonna have to delete this stream.
3, 2,
Bruh, I don't know if you heard that, bruh. Did you hear that? No? Then they didn't hear it, I don't think. I don't know if the stream heard it. Oh, fuck. Dude, I just ripped a fat ass fart, bro. Bruh. I ain't taking no chances. I'm deleting this stream when I'm able to. Fuck, I'm doing a loop of shame. Did you map the all-stop? It should be in flight controls. Set speed to 0. And map it to L3.
incoming mission critical message.
Gurmayak X-Ray Delta Echo. Landing permission will be granted upon request. Welcome to this Federal Starport, Commander. Unable to grant request. Ship out of range. Automated docking system now in progress.
Sorry, I was checking my battery. Don't forget your limpets. Oh yeah, another thing, if you get into mining, don't forget your limpets, bro. Because if you get into mining, you're gonna need a good. Also, cargo ships are good for mining because you can put a mining laser on it, whatnot. But you need what is it? You need like survey limpets or whatever the fuck to see what kind of metals or minerals or whatever the fuck an asteroid has, right? And you also need mining limpets, which are like explosive limpets that you shoot and then you blow it up to mine. Yeah. And then you can mine the smaller pieces. Because you can't mine a straight up full size asteroid, unlike you can in No Man's Sky. Not much. Honestly, it'll cost more to get the ship itself than it will to get the stuff for mining. But always make sure if you're planning on going into a certain role, you want to make enough for the ship that you want for that role, for the beginner ship for that role, whatever. If you can't afford a better ship than the beginner ship for that role, and enough stuff that you think will be enough to cover that. Usually I go for a little like a see, if I'm going for high dollar ships, like in the millions of dollars, I'm gonna get a few more $1 million than what I need, obviously. But like a couple $100,000 ship, like the Adder or the Type 6. I want to say the Type 6 is about 1 point something mil, 1.5 mil, or like 700,000, something like that. Not very much. The ship will cost more than the stuff to get the objective you plan on doing. I don't know. I don't do mining. It's too complicated for me. I haven't figured out how to do it. But if you figure out how to do it, please do let me know.
Incoming message.
This is the Federal dropship. I might get this soon. I'm not sure yet what I plan on getting. I want to get the Federal dropship, but if I can, I want to get the Fer-de-Lance. Fer-de-Lance is a good explorer ship, I heard. It's a medium-sized ship. The Beluga liner. Oh, there's also, you can also be a passenger carrier, like a cruise ship or whatever the fuck, because there's passenger ships as well. The passenger ships are as follows. They're the Orca, which is the starter ship. I mean, not the Orca. The Dolphin, which is the starter passenger ship. It only costs 1.3 mil. Then the next one after that is the Orca. It costs 48 mil. 48.5 mil. And then the next one after that is the Beluga, which costs 84.5 mil. I want to get the Federal Corvette. It's a capital class ship. It's for large size landing pads, and it costs 188 mil. We'll round it up, 188 mil. Yeah, the Python's also a good exploration ship. It's a 56.9 mil ship. Cargo capacity is 64 tons. I know I sold that ship. That's because it barely has any cargo capacity. 64 tons. That's nothing. I might try to get a Type 7. I know that has quite a bit of cargo space. 5 hardware diagnostic sensors. I don't know where to get hardware diagnostic sensors.
Welcome to our station.
Ship released. You are clear for egress.
Landing gear retracted.
You are clear to resume route navigation. Safe travels, Commander.
I don't know how the wing invite works, but I sent you one. Actually, no. I'm gonna let you complete all the beginner shit first.
Frame shift
Alright, now we can engage our frame shift.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message.
What? Oh, here, I'm gonna, there you go, I sent you another one. You go into the social thing, into my name, right? And accept wing invite. It's just, that's in case if you ever get stranded. Remember, as soon as you can, if you find a 1A life support module, you buy that motherfucker because it gives you 25 minutes. That's when you're logged on. It gives you 25 minutes, right? If you're like out of fuel, because then your ship has no fuel to run or anything, right? So like then you'll be running on life support because you won't have any air. It's like you'll be running on the life support that's there. So with the 1A life support module, you'll have 25 minutes without any fuel. Okay? And as long as you're logged off and I can get to the system you were in, then you'd have to log back on. And if I have fuel limpets, I'll be able to fire some at you, and then all you gotta do is scoop them up and shit. And bang, you're refueled. But I don't know how to do that really right now, so you'd be better off calling the Fuel Rats. The Fuel Rats are an endgame organization. They're on all the different consoles. They're on PC, they're on Xbox, they're on PS4. All you have to do is go to the Fuel Rats website and fill out the shit that basically saying you need some people to come to your location and refuel you. Yeah, and don't worry, you won't be bothering those guys. They fucking love it. They're like, oh, somebody needs some fuel. Jerry, go. Fucking Anton, go. Ricky, go. They love it, dude. You won't be bothering anyone. They love it when you need fuel. so don't act like you're a burden on them. They fucking love it, dude. You don't worry. You won't be bothering anyone. They're like, oh, somebody needs fuel. To dock, you have to press left on your touchpad. Not at the top, but on the bottom left corner of your touchpad. Press left, and then go to contacts as long as you're near the station, and then you go over the station's thing, and then you should see the dock option. You have to be 7.5 thousand miles or kilometers or whatever the fuck away from it. And but like I said, I recommend getting used to docking on your own first, like as soon as you can, because it's easier, especially with a smaller ship. Because once you get used to doing it with you'll be able to do it with the larger ship too. Although larger ships, they slow down slower, obviously, but just get used to it as quick as you can, because if your FSD. Not your FSD, your auto dock computer, like from refueling between stars and shit, if you can't find a station, like traveling to Cios, my auto dock computer got fried from having to refuel from stars and stuff, because I can only carry 8 tons on my Courier, so I'd have to, every few jumps, every like 4 or 5 jumps, I'd have to refuel, right? So my auto dock computer eventually got fried, but luckily I know how to dock on my own. So like I said, when you tap L3 and auto all stops, right, set speed to 0, it also switches your flight controls. Alternative flight controls are your landing controls, so like it's slight thruster movements to line up to the thing and whatnot, and to lower onto the landing pad. Those are your landing controls, basically. Think of them like that. So when you all stopping, coming up to your approach, make sure when you all stop, you click it twice. That way you can switch it back to standard flight controls. Except for when you're docking. If you need to dock on your own without the computer's help, that's when you use the flight controls. In my opinion, it's a lot easier that way. It's really hard to dock with standard flight controls, because that just turns your ship left and right, and the alternate flight controls like moves your ship left and right with the thrusters.
Approved for access. You are go for approach to pad 2. Go for automated dock.
Let me see if I can turn. There we go.
Disposal, Commander.
It's almost 9:30. I'm going to be stopping the stream here in a bit. we go. Now I can rank up. Federal Navy courier job.
Incoming message.
We have 18 mil now. I'm almost at 20 million credits. Dude, I'm telling you, you'll finally, if you move into cargo, you'll finally realize it when you're not making chump change anymore. You'll be like, oh yeah, now I'm making big money moves, you know? Yeah, I do courier. Honestly, for starting out, they're the easiest thing. Courier jobs, intel jobs, like jobs where you're delivering data and stuff, are the easiest at the start. Also, mostly harmless combat missions are okay to do as well. Like I said, do a mix of a little bit of everything, because I want to say what is it? The Sidewinder can do a little bit of everything because it does have space for cargo and stuff. But and see what you like to do, because like I said, I like to do the courier stuff. I like a little mix of everything. Like sometimes sometimes I want to spice something up, so I'll go do a combat mission. So like that's what I like about the courier, the Imperial courier. It's good for courier jobs and intel jobs, and also for a little bit of combat. I'm in Ceos, correct? I want to say yes, I am in Ceos. Let's check what the shipyard has. Ah, see, okay, so these are the starter ships in cargo. Okay, so there's the hauler, then after that is the adder, then the Type 6 transporter. The Type 6 transporter can carry a total of 60 tons, like 64 tons. And then the step up from that is the Type 7 transporter, which costs 17.5 mil, and it can carry 128 tons. So, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good amount for cargo, and I want to say if you're at that point moving that much cargo, I mean, you're making pretty good money. I want to say the missions where you see cargo deliveries for like thousands of materials, those can only be done with fleet carriers. I want to say, I don't know why, but fleet carriers seem to be the only ones that can carry that much, to me anyway. I don't know what ship can carry that much fucking, unless you're supposed to wing together in friends and each take a portion. What's up? The whole game chat thing was pretty cool, but the chat actually kind of sucks. I can't really hear you that much. I'm gonna join the party. Probably gonna stream again in a little bit. I'm gonna take a break for a bit. I actually want to get these deliveries done first. Check your transactions. Hold on, go back to your ship. Check your transactions first. See where your missions will take you, and then go to your galaxy map. Whatever little star systems has like a blue globe next to it, that's the star system you're supposed to go to for that mission. And you can tell where you're supposed to head in the star system because like I said, put your filters to stars, settlements, stations, and systems. That's it. Those are the four you want. Those are the only four you should have selected, really, in my opinion, because it'll show you settlements on planets anyway that you can land on.
Filter is the very most
No, filter is on your navigations terminal and stuff. It's like on your terminal in your ship. You know how you have the 3 different terminals? Your front terminal, your for like the chat and stuff, the right terminal for like checking your progress and stuff like that. And
I'm on the map.
okay, you're in the galaxy map. Okay, come out of the galaxy map. Press left on your touchpad, bottom left on your touchpad. Go to transactions.
Alright.
And if you want to check what star system you have to go to whatever mission you want to go check, and then press open galaxy map, and it will open it on that star system, and you can plot a course or a route, whatever you want to call it, and just follow the jumps to take you there. It's that easy if you can't figure it. Yeah, until you get used to like using your terminal and shit to be able to travel to the different star systems. Cause like the star systems that I travel to, it's like right there, you know.
Yeah.
So I just use my terminal to swap back and forth between the 2 star systems. I don't even go into the galaxy map because they're right next to each other, so I'm able to see it on my systems on my terminal. And usually the terminals, like the systems it shows on your little navigations terminal, those are if they're like highlighted in orange, those are systems that you are able to jump to. Your jump range, you can reach that. If they're like grayed out, you can't reach that. You know, all right, you get what I'm saying? Like you won't be able to jump to that unless you make multiple jumps.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's so much noise. So much shit.
There's aliens in the game too. Thargoids. They're insectoids. Their ships, they fly, are living ships. Don't worry, you don't usually run into them unless you're outside the bubble.
Exiting the station.
And it's very rare. Like the system I'm in, the 2 systems I'm in, you won't run into them here, I don't think. But there's certain, you can check Galnet. Galnet will actually, like, it's the in-game news network. Like if you go to the home on the right terminal, the right computer terminal in your ship, you can check Galnet News Network. And it will tell you about, see, like right here, Thargoid conflict and damage station activity report. There have been no reports of Thargoid activity for the pet. They update this shit like every day. There have been no reports of Thargoid activity for the past few days. Starport status update. Finally, System governments have requested various commodities to repair starports. Repair operations are underway in the following systems: Tillman Point, Hyades Sector, ROP B66. And like usually these starports will either be starports that are damaged will either have been nuked by like terrorists, like atom bombed by terrorists or some shit. They usually call it a UA bomb. I want to say it's some kind of uranium bomb or some shit, some kind of hydrogen, something like that. It's a UA. They call it a UA bomb because it's meant to take out a whole starport. Or it will have been attacked by Thargoids. Usually, it only happens in certain systems. Like not, like I don't know. The point is, you won't really run into Thargoids unless you're like outside of the bubble, like exploring far off, and like they're particularly active in the Coalsack Nebula. Keep that in mind. The Coalsack Nebula. When you want to see Thargoids, go there. But I hear they're kind of hard to fight when you're new. Like your first, I hear you won't. I actually hear you won't win your first few fights until you like start to realize their patterns and shit, because they do fight in like a pattern kind of. Like they use certain things often and stuff like that.
Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted.
Engage Super Cruise. I'll be right back.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
The next stream though, probably No Man's Sky. I need to do the next part to that. Yeah, you're still in like the Pilots Federation systems. Now keep this in mind. Once you accept the follow-on mission, because like eventually you'll get a follow-on mission that sends you out. They'll be like, all right, it's time for you to explore the stars. Once you leave the Pilots Federation systems and land in a system that is not a Pilots Federation system in a station, you will not be able to go back to the Pilots Federation systems. Like that, so that means like Batet, Dromi, and all that. All the systems that have like that Pilots Federation emblem on it.
They have a destination
if you have a system lot, it should have like a giant circle around it and say what system you're going to. And like you just have to line up with that circle and press engage your hyperdrive. I mean engage your frame shift drive. Now I'm sure you've heard it a couple times. Doesn't the frame shift drive, when it says frame shift drive engaging, doesn't it sound like friendship drive?
pretty much.
No, down resets you. I'm sure, as you can see, you can like add power to different functions. You can add power to your engines, which makes your thrust and stuff more. You really use these in combat. Like systems repairs your shield and stuff quicker. Engines engages more thrust, that way you're more mobile. And weapons increases it to where you can use your weapons longer. To engage Super Cruise, it's triangle and down, and then for frame shift drive, it's just press triangle when you're aimed at the star system you want to jump to.
So this is How do you stop
How do you what?
How do you stop?
How do you stop?
Yes.
L1.
Zero.
Hold L1. Well, for all stop, if you've mapped the flight control all set speed to 0 to L3, it would be L3. To manually lower your speed or increase your speed, it's L1 or R1. R1 increases, L1 decreases. Yeah, you'll get it, man. It doesn't. Honestly, everything I've learned, I basically learned on my own. Surprise, believe it or not. Also from watching people play the game on YouTube. Really, if you wanna get some tips and tricks, like I don't do it justice. Like I'll tell you what I know. But if you want to learn more than what I know, go watch Sepulchergeist. He gives out tips and tricks and stuff. Sepulcher. Fuck, how do you say you? Like that Skyrim place, Twilight Sepulcher, where they fucking meet. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. But his name is Sepulchergeist. There we go, Sepulchergeist.
This is a speed-restricted zone. Throttle down immediately. Access granted. You are go for approach to pad 1-4. Assisted docking initiated.
Alright, I'm gonna dock, turn in these missions, and then I'm gonna end the stream here. The reason I streamed so much Elite the past few days is because I haven't been on it in like a couple weeks, so.
Landing gear deployed.
So I have to go around this.
Yes, to get to places, you have to. If it's blocked by a planet or the sun, you have to go around it. Make sure you don't go into the orbit. Make sure you don't pass those lines, because then you're affected by the gravity and whatnot, and you'll be pulled out of Super
Ground
Cruise.
crew have been dispatched.
No, I'll tell you something. I kind of like that.
Yeah, don't pass those orbital lines.
Incoming message.
And if you're trying to do missions for certain factions like the Federation or the Empire, make sure you're either taking missions from the Empire or make sure the mission goes to the Empire, like the mission turn in, because that's. And then if you're trying to like gain certain reputation with them, like a certain rank and whatnot, you're gonna want to keep choosing the reputation to like. The highest amount of the higher the reputation you can get for it, that's the option you're going to choose, not the money. But at this point in time, I recommend choosing all the options with the most money you can. I'm allied 100% with the Federation right now, and my rank is midshipman, and I'm about to do a rank up mission. Oh, it's funny another viewer joins. Thank you for joining. I'm actually about to end this one. Tell you what, please subscribe though. I will be going live in about another hour. I'm going to be doing the next stream to No Man's Sky. I want to say this is part 10. I'm on part 10, right? Spider fan? Oh, well, I'm asking my mod. I think my mod's in here. I think we're on part 10. Please do subscribe. Hit the bell. That way you'll get notified when I do go live in about an hour. About an hour, I'd say 45 minutes to an hour. I'm taking a break. I've been streaming for about 2 or 3 hours going on now. I actually took a break a while ago before I streamed this one. But please subscribe. It's literally free. I tell you, it's free. It costs nothing. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. And I'm gonna sign this one off here, like I've always done since like 2 weeks ago. Remember, everyone, you reap what you sow.